Today, on Be Something Wonderful, break free from the matrix and manifest your ultimate reality now. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and these are the studios of Be Something Wonderful, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, good morning and welcome back to the studios of Be Something Wonderful. One of you had the question, Tom, is the 3D world, the physical reality, a simulation? In other words, is it the Matrix, right? Is it like the movie The Matrix, right? Is it a matrix? Is it a simulation that no matter how much I try, how much effort I put in to creating the life that I want, that I'm restricted or limited by this simulation or matrix? How do I break free from it if there is a matrix or if it is a simulation? Well, guys, we're going to talk about this idea today and more. Remember, yes, physical reality is a simulation or matrix, but it's your matrix. It's your simulation. It's your world. Do you see this? There's nothing keeping you restricted or limited or trapped within the matrix of simulation, because it's your simulation. It's your projection. It's your reflection. It's your world, all of it, right? There is no out there, right? So yeah, it's like the Matrix, except that there's no out there. There's no outside. It's all you. That's the whole point about there is no spoon. That it's you. There's no spoon to bend. That's you bending reality as you. There is no out there, as John Wheeler said. It's all you. Remember, we talked about this idea that your higher self, or who you really are as all that is, that's your 0-point identity. That's your identity of all potential, all things, all at once, everything, everywhere, all at once. Right? At the same time, not identifying as any one thing. From that 0-point identity, you create that hologram, that 3D world hologram, or the matrix, or the simulation that you participate in. That's how you create your entire experience as all that is. But it's your matrix. It's your simulation. It's your 3D world physical experience. Right? Sometimes we feel limited. The whole discussion came up about the subconscious, right? It seems like that's the matrix, right? This person was talking about. Well, in some ways it is, because it's all you. There's just consciousness. And what is the idea of the subconscious? They're just beliefs, or what you believe to be true, or the truth of who you are. You believe it so much, you assume it and define yourself in such a way that you don't question it anymore. So we call that subconscious. We call that below your awareness, but it is within your awareness. It's never out of reach. You just don't question the matrix anymore. You don't question physical reality. You don't question the simulation. When you question it, it collapses. That's what we mean by collapsing time and space. Where does it collapse? It collapses within you, because it is you. Do you see it? And then from that 0-point identity, while you're knowing yourself now as all that is, where you're not trapped in any simulation or matrix, you know it's all you, then out from there you create and manifest whatever you want. Out from there sprouts a new timeline or horizontal linear experience that creates this holographic experience of reality. Well, you create this idea of a horizontal linear experience, so it makes time-space sense to you, right? Because it's all timeless, it's all right now. But how do you experience yourself as that everything, everywhere, all at once, right now being that you are? Well, you create this idea that it moves from the past to the present to the future. But it's all now. It's all now within this physical experience, right, that you project and reflect. So you create the idea of who you were and who you will be. I've talked about this many times. From this now moment, although it does feel like you're restricted or in this sort of solid experience that seems to go from the past to the present to the future. That's only so you can experience yourself as that changeless reality. That's powerful. Let's continue with this. The 3D world, the simulation, the matrix, or in other words, your 3D world, your simulation, your matrix, your projected or reflected holographic experience is formed and created by your own assumptions, definitions, and beliefs of yourself and your reality. Those are the walls that seem to trap you, your own assumptions. You feel like you're trapped. Well, there it is. You feel like you're trapped within there in some matrix of simulation or physical experience that seems so solid. But it's your own beliefs and assumptions of yourself and definitions of who you are that appears to keep you where you are. This is the whole idea of those subconscious tendencies or beliefs, or what we call limiting beliefs or false beliefs. But it's just your assumptions and beliefs that you are limited. No belief or assumption and definition is limited by nature. It's just an idea of who you are. And the ones that we call limiting beliefs are the ones we don't question anymore, and we let them run automatically. Right? Run your life, run your simulation, run your world, thinking there's some other power out there. But there's not, it's you. The seemingly solid walls of your 3D physical experience, or the matrix, or the simulation, are held in place, hear this, by your own self-importance. Wow. Right? What does that mean? It means that you feel separate from everything and everyone else. You feel like there's some other power out there. So you create this sort of separate identity that feels that they've got to prove themselves and do things to get to manifest or create what they want and desire in their life. They're held in place by what you assume, believe, and define as your truth or true of who you really are. That's self-importance, right? And so we create this idea that we're not fulfilled, or we're insecure, or unworthy, and feeling that separation, right? That's self-importance, because remember, it's the self that you really are, that I am, doesn't see anything as less important or more important, or greater or lesser. Everything is of equal consciousness or awareness. It's all that is. It's you expressing yourself as all that is. Do you see? And so it creates this idea of this labyrinth, right? The simulation or matrix where you're trying to find a way out. You're looking for the door, right? How do I find my way out of this non-fulfillment, of this? Sometimes I feel fulfilled, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I feel secure, sometimes I don't. But it's all unworthiness, all insecurity, because if it can come and go, then it's not reality. It's not real if it changes. But you create this non-fulfillment or this insecurity or this unworthy labyrinth of separation, that you feel separate from what you want and desire. Right? You feel trapped. You feel like you can't move. You feel like sometimes you get things, sometimes you don't. It feels so hot and cold and haphazard. And the walls get bigger as you try to manifest and create an exit. Do you see it? There's the labyrinth. And the walls just keep getting bigger, bitter. Bitter too, right? We get frustrated and bitter with reality, but they get bigger. Is what I meant to say. We do one and done here, guys. We don't edit these videos. So, your own self-importance. They're built on the walls of importance. Nothing's more important or less important. You're a source. You're the creator. You're all of it. But that's you trying to find an exit, right? The walls keep getting bigger as you try to manifest and create what you want and desire. And you manifest some things. You create some things. But then you don't. And then something triggers you, or something happens that you believe out there as part of the matrix, as part of the simulation, right? Circumstances. And then you get trapped again. The walls just keep getting bigger. You're trying to be more loved, or more fulfilled, or more secure, or more worthy, or more confident. That just makes the walls of that labyrinth bigger. You're trying to think and feel better thoughts. You're trying to create and manifest what you want and desire. In the meantime, you never see, and all of that, right? All of that creates moments, hear this, of what appears like fulfillment, what appears like confidence or conviction, what feels like worthiness or confidence. So you feel up and down, you feel that wave of confidence, or like, there's the exit, I can see the exit, it's near. But here's the thing, that's the whole illusion of the matrix or the simulation or the 3D world experience. There is no exit. There's no exit from that labyrinth. There's no exit. There's no out there. There's no spoon. That's the illusion. It's all you. There's no walls. There's nothing to find an exit to. Those walls collapse. Those walls crumble when you stop looking for an exit, when you stop trying to be more loved, more fulfilled, more secure, more confident, more worthy. Those walls just crumble because they were never there. That's the illusion. Wow. So how do you free yourself from the labyrinth, the simulation of the matrix, if there's no exit? And any effort to escape makes the walls bigger and makes you feel more trapped, makes you feel more separated, makes you feel more unworthy, makes you feel more unfulfilled, more insecure. Even as you have moments of worthiness or fulfillment that appears to be worthiness or fulfillment, those temporary feelings and emotions. Well, we just said it. We just said the labyrinth, the matrix, the simulation, the walls are built on your own self-importance in separation from all that is and all that you are as the creator and source. Again, we're not saying things are not important to you. We're saying if you're the creator or source, you accept that they're already yours, that it's already everything you want, that you're already worthy, that you're already fulfilled, that you don't need to prove yourself, you don't need evidence of that, that you couldn't create the experience of non-fulfillment unless you were utterly fulfilled. You couldn't create the experience of unworthiness unless you are utterly worthy. See? So they're built on your own self-importance and separation. Vadim Zeland in Reality Transurfing, this is sort of a take on that. Beautiful book, and I used to talk about that a few years ago quite a bit. The secret to the labyrinth is that the walls will crumble when you give up looking for the exit and abandon importance. In other words, give up fighting for your worthiness, to be deserving, right? To be secure, to be loved, because you already are. Accept the fundamental truth of your utter worthiness, of your utter fulfillment, that you're complete, whole, and healed, and fulfilled. Right? You're looking for an exit. Right? Abandon that you feel separate, right? Separate from what you want and desire, separate from everything and everyone. And when you do, when you just accept the fundamental truth that you are source, that you are the creator, that everything already exists within you, when you abandon looking for an exit out of that simulation or that projection or that hologram or that matrix or what we call the labyrinth of separation, well, the walls crumble under their own weight. You walk out because there's no exit. The walls just crumble. You just walk free. Ultimately, what do we really want? What's our ultimate reality? Freedom. It's total, absolute freedom to allow circumstances to be circumstances, but I am the creator. It's absolute freedom to walk as that creator that you are. You gain, receive, and are everything when you let go of wanting to acquire it. This is what Vadim Zeland says. When you let go of wanting to acquire self-confidence or worthiness or deservingness or love or anything, you receive it all because it's already been yours. You can only create the experience that you're not loved or worthy or deserving or secure. Love, fulfillment, security, confidence, worthiness, deservingness, people, events, and things all come to you And they don't come to you. You already are. They all come from within you. That's why you don't have to just let go of trying to acquire it, manifest it, and create it. Let go of that idea. Temporary thoughts and feelings and all of those things, those are the illusion. That's the illusionary out there. That you feel like there's something out there, outside of you, keeping you from everything you want. That's the whole idea of this matrix or simulation. Right? There's no the simulation or the matrix. That's all made up. There's your matrix, it's your simulation, held in place by your own assumptions and thoughts and beliefs of who you are in your reality. That's it. Right? They're fun stories, and I get it. There's a lot of channels out there talking about, oh, you're in the matrix. You're in the illusion. I get it. Right? It's fun. But that's just a concession to that physical horizontal experience that limited you. You're absolutely limitless. Right? Trying to stay in a state of wish fulfilled, trying to think and feel better thoughts, trying to be secure or worthy or fulfilled or confident or loved is like looking for the exit of the labyrinth. There's no exit. It creates the illusion that the exit is near, right? But there's no exit. And the walls just keep getting bigger. The walls of it's so important to me to find that exit and get out of here and manifest and create what I want. The walls just keep getting bigger. Because all of those ideas are dependent on external factors and circumstances that are just not there. Wow. Just like the walls. There's no out there. There's no spoon. There's nothing except you. Wow. So what do you do instead? Give up the struggle. Give up the fight looking for an exit. Give up the self-importance that reality out there has to prove something or be evidence of your fulfillment. And then just accept the fundamental truth that you are fulfilled, that you are whole, that you are complete, that you are worthy, that you are secure, that you are loved, no matter what I am that I am. Right? So, and at that moment, as you accept that, the walls of the labyrinth, or that simulation, or that projection, or hologram, or matrix, they collapse and crumble under their own weight. And you walk out free. That's freedom. Free to create, free to manifest, free to experience yourself as all that is. You're now free to create and collapse your experience of the 3D matrix and simulation at will. You're free to project it, reflect it, create it, manifest it, and then collapse it again. That's what free will means. At will, at your command. You accept the fundamental truth of your true identity, that I am, what I've been calling the 0-point identity. Knowing that time and space and experience can be collapsed at any moment. It's you. You could collapse anytime. Always collapsing where? Within you, as the 0-point identity and reality that you are. So what? So what do? You're going, well, okay, Tom, so what? What do I do now? Choose. Imagine, assume, affirm, declare what you want and desire to experience. That's how you choose. Create a fun imaginal scene. Assume it. Affirm it. Whatever you want to experience as all that is and all that you are. But at the same time, accept the fundamental truth that it's already yours, that you are that I am. Wow. There are no conditions. There's no importance. There's no attachment. It's a decision and choice as source, as the creator, as reality. Stop trying to figure it out. Stop trying to manifest and create a better version of you in your reality. Give up the battle for fulfillment. Give up the battle for love. Give up the battle for worthiness. Give up the battle for security and for deservingness and for approval and for proof out there, because there's no out there. And just declare and accept that you already are and always have been everything that you want and desire. The world will reflect that. That's the paradox. You're absolutely worthy and deserving and loved and confident at the moment that you declare it. The world will reflect that. It's you. Stop trying to understand it and just know it. I used this quote the other day, maybe yesterday. Mary to Nicodemus. This is in the TV show The Chosen. She says to Nicodemus, sees her, right? Well, she sees her healed from the demons of the negative realities and negative thoughts that she had. That old identity of Lilith. I don't understand it myself, she says to Nicodemus. He's trying to understand, how did you get healed? He thought he did it with his incense and ceremonies, right? Your techniques and processes, you think you're doing it. She says, I don't understand it myself, but here is what I can tell you. I was one way and now I'm completely different. And the thing that happened in between was him. Jesus, your I am awareness. You as I am awareness. You saying, there's no matrix or simulation or world outside of me. I'm it. There is no other. I am my own reality. You're in between it. You're in between that life that you don't choose anymore and the one that you do choose. So declare it. Break free from the matrix and manifest your ultimate reality now. What is your ultimate reality? It's absolute freedom. Right? Sure, there is things. We could still get the money and the love and the change in physical appearance and the healing of our bodies. But what do we really want is that freedom to be able to have all of those circumstances changing within us. But know that we're the source and that in any moment we can declare to be and have what we want to be and have. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and these are the studios of Be Something Wonderful, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, thank you. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting on the videos. Thank you for being part of everything that we're doing here. We also have our other channel, the Tom Kearin channel. I'm going to have a big video. That video that we released yesterday is cranking. So if you haven't watched it yet, if you haven't subscribed, guys, subscribe to that channel. We're working together in unison, me and me, to create great content for you. So join us. Creators with great love, with great light and infinite gratitude. This is Tom Kearin in the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Until next time, we'll see you soon.